In which of the following places is it least likely that some place or street names reflect the influence of the Munsee Delaware language? A. John O'Mara's hometown. B. Long Island. C. Ohio. Or D. Manhattan. The passage starts off by telling us that words like Manhattan and Rockaway come from the Munsee Delaware language that was once spoken by the Delaware Indians of Long Island. From here, we can infer that streets and places were named based on the influence of the Munsee Delaware language that used to be spoken in those areas. Based on this information, if we can find proof in the text that the Delaware Indians lived in the places mentioned in the choices, we can infer that it's likely to find street or place names there that reflect the influence of the Munsee Delaware language. We see in the first paragraph that the Delaware Indians originally lived on Long Island, so it would be reasonable to assume street or place names there would be influenced by the Munsee Delaware language. Therefore, this can be marked as incorrect. The fourth paragraph tells us the Delaware Indians also lived in Ohio. Based on our logic, this can be marked as incorrect as well. As for Manhattan, although the text doesn't explicitly state that the Delaware Indians lived in Manhattan, this is the first name the text provides as an example of a place name being influenced by the Munsee Delaware language, and therefore we can infer that the Delaware Indians lived there as well. This can be marked as incorrect. And now A, John O'Mara's hometown. While the text tells us that O'Mara is a Canadian linguist, it doesn't specify where exactly his hometown is. So even though the text tells us that the Delaware Indians, after being driven out of Ohio, fled into Michigan and then Canada, there isn't enough evidence to support the idea that it's likely that O'Mara's hometown would have street or place names influenced by the Munsee Delaware language. Therefore, we can mark A, John O'Mara's hometown, as our final answer.